Morning, Steve Reed in Chicago with the morning grain calls. First of all, mixed trade. We've got beans up about 6 cents, wheat up 3 to 4 cents, and corn down about a penny. Outside markets, you're seeing the dollar higher. U.S. stocks are sharply higher, while gold, other commodities like gold and crude is also higher. Looks like there's a lot of confusion on what's going on in Europe as far as Greek debt is concerned. That's helping the dollar and also helping some of the other financial markets. As far as the grains are concerned, over the weekend, most of the Midwest got rains. There's a big, strong storm brewing right now across northern Iowa and Minnesota. It's expected to move across the northern part of the Midwest in the next 24 to 36 hours. So those people in those areas, please be very careful as this storm looks like it's a big one. A lot of debate going on right now. 10% of the soybean crop in the U.S. is still yet to be planted. A lot of people would say that maybe these acres won't get planted. For the crops that are in the flooded areas, yields for both corn and beans may not reach expectations. So some people in the market think, especially corn, is undervalued based on these conditions. The problem is when we look at the 30 and 90-day outlook, at least the weather forecast suggests good weather during pollination and good weather during the rest of the growing season for much of the Midwest. So that kind of keeps a lid on prices. We also get the USDA report at the end of the month, and we'll be watching to see what they say as far as acres are concerned. Most people think that they won't catch if there's any acreage decline because of this weather. Other people think we'll be watching the stocks numbers, especially if the corn is bigger and the beans are lower than expectations, and what that might do to spreads, what that might do to flat price, what that might do to futures. Still have a lot of beans in the world. Farmer still has a lot of corn here in the United States to sell. So you really would need more of a shift to a dry, hot pattern to get the funds out of the record short positions versus a rally due to too wet conditions. So anyway, we'll be a little higher today. We'll see what the government says as far as crop ratings tonight. Most people think they might see a slight decline due to this wetness. And then we'll see what the government says on the last day of the month. And then we'll see what kind of weather unfolds as we get through the rest of the growing season. Russia got some rains, Europe got some rains, northern China got some rains. Still dry in Canada though, and so that's the major hot spot as far as global weather is concerned. As always, these are my thoughts, not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day. And that's going down to number 5599.